Welcome back. Great to have you. This is Great Tastes of Manitoba. I am Ace Burpee. We're at the Grant Park Liquor Mart Education Center. This is Sarah Cahill, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba. We're mixing it up with milk, and we're about like 3 minutes away from me eating the greatest taco ever. I'm so excited. She ran through it with us, and now we're going to actually make one. We get to try it. So check this out. It's a Chipotle chicken taco, starting with like a Mexican slaw, like ridiculously good.
That's awesome. So we are going to make our mexi-slaw dressing first so that it can sort of sit a little bit and marinate in it.
Okay.
We're going to start our dressing off by adding a little bit of canola oil. We're also going to add some lime juice because it always gives it a nice sort of Mexican flavor. Also some good Mexican flavor, some cilantro.
Cilantro's good, yeah.
Some chipotle pepper, which I'll tell you a little bit about in a second.
Well, okay.
Wait for it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Wait for it,
Wait.
yeah.
She's loaded with information,
That's
Sarah.
right, that's right.
What's that?
This is some honey. So we're going to give it a little bit of sweetness. And then we're also going to add a little pinch of salt.
Okay.
As well as some fresh ground pepper.
Okay.
We're gonna mix it up, and this dressing gives it a really nice, fresh taste to it. So it's really easy, and if you have leftover, you can save it and put it on something else, right? So we're gonna put it over top of I just used a pre-made coleslaw mix, nothing fancy. If you want, you can do your own shredded cabbage or carrots or whatever you wanna put in your slaw. So we're gonna just toss this up.
And that eventually goes on the tacos.
And this is going to be on the tacos.
Soak in.
That's exactly it. So I'm going to pass this off to you, and we're going to use this shortly.
All right.
Okay. So in the meantime, we are going to make our filling for our tacos. So that's that chicken chipotle filling. So we've got some onions, which we've got sauteing here. We've already started them up, to which we're going to add some seasoning. So we're going to add some chili powder. So quite a bit of it, actually, because it gives lots of nice color and flavor. Thank you. Some oregano, also some good flavor. And this is where we're going to talk about our chipotle peppers. So I'll let you spoon that in with your spoon if you want to scoop it in there. What we've done is we've taken a chipotle pepper, which is actually a jalapeno pepper that has been roasted. And then what they do is they put it in an adobo sauce. So it's like a red sauce.
That is a hilarious word, by the way.
It is, but it actually gives you really nice smoky flavor. So you want to make sure you don't skip the chipotle pepper and adobo sauce.
Okay.
So what happens is you get a bunch of chipotle peppers in a can. You need about 1 or 2 of them for this recipe. That's about it. You cut it open and you de-seed it. You want to take those seeds out because if you don't, all the heat is in the seeds and it's going to be really, really overpowering and spicy.
It'll just overpower all the chicken, all the onion, and everything.
You got it. So you de-seed it, mince it up, throw it into your mix here. Basically you're going to only need a couple from your can. You're going to have quite a few in the can. So a really neat trick is to line the inside of an ice cube tray with some saran wrap, and then you can de-seed your chipotle peppers and then put them into each of the cubes, freeze it, and use it for next time you make chicken chipotle tacos.
Which is next Wednesday, my house, come over. It's going to be awesome.
So we're using some pre-cooked chicken here. This is a great way to use up some chicken if you've had, let's say, a roasted chicken for dinner, or if you've got, some chicken barbecuing, you want to throw in a couple of extra pieces, and then bam, you've got some left over for your dinner for the next day.
I think the real bam should be that you can smell this, and can you guys smell that? Unbelievable. And you're right, it's like a smoky, and then what was it? You put in tons of the what? What was the first thing? Chili?
Chili powder.
Chili powder,
chili powder, and then that chipotle pepper and adobo. So for our sauce, we're going to add some cornstarch to some milk. Now you might think that this is going to look kind of creamy and maybe not as you would expect your filling to look. You might think, ooh. That's the nice thing is that it actually doesn't make the sauce creamy, and actually none of our sauces today, with the exception of the Thai curry, turn out creamy, which is really nice surprise. So you get some extra nutritional value from your milk without that creamy look.
I feel like your message is starting to come to fruition here. And it was mix it up with milk. So what you're doing is making these various different sauces and dishes, and where you could use other things, you're using milk and you're increasing the nutritional value of all these different dishes. Is that correct?
Exactly, we're using it.
Can I declare that a TM?
That is definitely a teachable moment.
Yes! Well done.
So our filling is almost nearly done here.
I feel like we should assemble one so they can see the brilliance of it all put together.
Time to put it together.
And selfishly so I can eat it. Hey, you know what? We're going to assemble these.
Okay.
But tell them about this cheese that we're going to put on, because this is cool.
We've got some really great cheese here. It's called Queso Blanco. It is a cheese which is traditionally used on some Mexican foods. This particular cheese is made right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, using Manitoba milk.
Correct.
And if you want to get some of it, you can actually go right down to their storefront, which is on Dufferin.
What are they called?
They're called Whiteshell Dairies.
Whiteshell Dairies. Excellent.
And so the nice thing about this cheese, we're going to put some slaw in first.
Yep.
So that's our mexi-slaw. The nice thing about this cheese is it doesn't really melt like another cheese would.
It's a
so
good,
it really holds
like,
its
grilling
shape.
cheese?
Yeah, actually, it's a really great grilling cheese. So you can put it on the grill and away you go. So
And what you want to do is you want to put some on and then just eat some. My mother would be devastated, and so am I. Ready?
All right.
Sarah, you have outdone yourself. These are the Chipotle chicken tacos. We're going to pair these right after these.